Good afternoon. I'm Jason Rogers, the Delaware County Emergency Management Director. I come to you today from my office in the Emergency Operations Center, and we have some very important breaking news. After a press release from the Health Department, the first case of COVID-19 has been identified in Delaware County. The Health Department reported late Friday that an individual within Delaware County has tested positive through a lab testing for SARS-CoV-2, the virus that causes COVID-19 or coronavirus infection. This comes after the Indiana State Department of Health reported earlier today a rise of total cases statewide from 56 to 79. We believe the Delaware County case is in addition to the previously reported cases. The first thing that I want to address is the emergency declaration, and this was done out of an abundance of caution. First of all, to help address the community's needs, and also to send a message to the state that we do need help. Every community needs help. So we are working with our state and local partners to make sure that the information is timely as possible and is put out there. With regards to the emergency declaration, it will automatically be in place for 7 days. That's what the statute says. Once it is expired at 7 days, it can be reissued by the jurisdictions or it can be amended by the jurisdictions. So please watch for more information on the emergency declaration as things begin to unfold. Another issue that I want to talk about is travel restrictions. We are aware that the state travel map is being used to inform Hoosiers that there are affected counties by COVID-19. Although that is an effective way for us to communicate the travel status of each county during a snowstorm or ice storm, we don't feel that that is the best way to communicate with you with regard to travel restrictions. Those will be put out more specifically with much more specific guidance when and if those travel restrictions are put into place. Delaware County does not anticipate using the travel map to restrict travel. However, that depends on you. The community's cooperation will be taken into consideration, so please restrict your travel to necessary trips. People will ask what is necessary. As an example, and I can't be all-inclusive, but let me give you a few. Medical visits, going out for food, caring for your friends or neighbors or loved ones, work, going to the bank, feeding animals or livestock, doing the normal business that you would do, remembering that social distancing is key. Maintain that 6-foot space and take that into account when you are doing business. There are supply lines that are still coming, and we anticipate that they will not be interrupted. But your cooperation is needed. The next thing that I would like to address is social media. Within 2 hours last night, I received information of concerned citizens who were reporting that a federal shutdown was imminent. Let me read you the text. From a reported credible source, the quarantine can be up to 30 days. He told me to notify our family members and have them stock up and be prepared. They will soon announce this, and so they have the troops in place to help prevent looters and rioters. He said that he got the call last night and was told to pack and be prepared for the call today with his dispatch orders. He thinks they will announce before the end of the weekend to keep people home on Monday. Take this any way that you want. We are concerned. This very same message, or a variation using the same verbiage in different text messages, simultaneously was sent to a family member of mine in California who texted me to see if this was legitimate. I also heard from one of our EOC staff members that they had received a very similar text with very similar verbiage at about 11:30 last night. And I received a phone call from another community member that they had heard from a credible source that we were going to be on a national shutdown. Let me assure you, in the words of Governor Holcomb yesterday at the news conference, we're not there yet. So people should not rush out and impulse buy and stock up. What we have always said, we want you to be prepared for 72 hours, okay? That is part of your personal preparedness. Make sure that you've got food. Make sure that your neighbors have food. We want to make sure that we get this information out timely. Also, what we want to make sure is that it's not false information. So please do your part. If you've received a message like that, or you've received messages or phone calls or emails for donations, please make sure you consider the source and check the source. There are absolutely fraudulent individuals out there who are trying to take advantage of you, as well as stir up the media and the community with false information. Please don't spread false information and confirm your sources. This particular text message came usually from a friend of a friend or a friend of a family member of a friend, and we're starting to rely on he said, she said as credible sources in social media. Again, take it for what it's worth. It's social media. So please, take your information from a credible source, your local elected officials, the state elected officials, or the federal government. The local source for information is the Delaware County COVID-19 Resource Hub. That is where we're doing as much information sharing as we can. Our state and federal partners, our private industry partners are giving us lots and lots of information, and we're trying to provide it there for you, just as a resource for you to find it easily, such as cleaning, how to clean, what products to use, and those types of informations, as well as information and suggestions from the State Department of Health, the local health department, many resources. Also, check our sources. Go to the State Department of Health and see what they're saying, and also the CDC. They are the lead agency providing the information to us to share with you. Also on the hub are resources for small business. They've created an application for small business loans for the disaster, which could be no interest or low interest loans. And there's more information that can be found for business because everybody is concerned about local businesses being affected by this. So we will continue to push information to the hub there as it's made available to us. I want to talk to you about food distribution. We know that there's a lot of impulse buying that's going on, and some of you may have trouble getting food. So we have enacted our partners with Emergency Support Function 6 and 8 to make sure that long care needs are going to be met. Supply lines continue, and we have set up points of distribution, or pods, and appointed a pod manager to make sure that the community's needs are being met. The very first point of distribution will be tomorrow morning at Delta High School in the parking lot at 10 a.m. Saturday's pod will be the first of many. The next pod will be Thursday, the 26th, at the Muncie Mall. So look for more information to be made available at the hub and on social media if you know someone that needs food distributed to them, or if you can help your neighbors. This food is free. It will be packaged and loaded into your vehicle, so there's no reason for you to get out. Just line up. There's no reason to get out of your car, and we can make this a very smooth process and get you through the lines quickly. If you are interested in helping with these pods, they're only possible if you volunteer. We ask that you go to our dcema.com website, click on the Coronavirus Hub, and you can volunteer to help pass out food at these points of distribution. We're getting the message out to people that need food to be there. We need your help to volunteer and help pass it out. We will have instructions and persons who are familiar with the point of distribution process to teach you how to do it, and it should last a few hours or until the food runs out. So please, help by volunteering. And lastly, I want to talk about the blood supply. If you can donate blood, please go to redcrossblood.org and look for a location. We are working with our partners at the Red Cross to make more locations available. We will announce those as they become open to the public and donations will be taken. Please donate blood if you can. Do your part. Volunteer to give out food. Take care of your neighbors. Take care of your family. Take care of your pets. We know all these things are important to you, and they are vital for life around here. So please, be patient. Follow directions from the CDC, the Indiana State Department of Health, our local health officials, and we will continue to pass along their message. Thank you for following us and sharing this information with your friends and your family. We will continue to give these messages as long as it is necessary. We anticipate the next message will be Monday afternoon, unless there is an emergency that we need to get a message out immediately. Once again, thank you for your consideration and your cooperation. And let me assure you, we will get back to normal and we will get through this, but only together.